Hey, what's up everyone? PCJ here. Thank you so much for checking out the video. On the video today, we're looking at a subscription box from a subscription box service that unfortunately is no longer around. That's right, this service came to a conclusion just a couple months ago. They sold their company to a competitor, and so unfortunately we can't get these boxes anymore. And you may be wondering, why am I unboxing one of their boxes right now? Well, this is actually a box from November. This is the November 2018 That Wrestling Club. So this is from last November, and if you have followed along with me, many of you know November I did not have a video for that month for That Wrestling Club because the post office lost my box. They purposely, or well, accidentally, whatever, they put my box that should have gone into my P.O. box, that's where I get my boxes delivered, they put it inside another person's P.O. box by accident. Okay, we'll say by accident. Sure, it happens. And then whoever's box it was in picked it up and took it home and never bothered to realize, hey, I don't subscribe to that. I don't buy this. I didn't purchase this. Maybe they put this in my box by accident and I should return it to the post office and let them know of their mistake. But that person never did that because still to this day I've never been able to get my box from them. And I went to the post office, of course, told them everything that, hey, I show this delivered, but it's not here. Where did you all put it? What happened? One of the employees flat out said, the manager of our branch handles all the P.O. boxes, and she put your box in someone else's box. Flat out told me that. I speak to the manager. The manager says, well, no, I put them in the right box. I think you already picked it up, didn't you? And, of course, I was like, no, I don't have the time to make up these little silly games. So, no, if I had the box, I wouldn't even bother talking to y'all. But to this day, it's been, 6-7 months now, and I still don't have my box. And every time I've gone into the post office to try to get some kind of progress, nothing happens. And I'm still waiting for them to reimburse me for the box itself. So it's been a just nightmare dealing with them. This box came to me from a very nice and wonderful person named Amber, and she runs the YouTube channel Amber the Collector. And she talked to me on Instagram after she learned about me having all these troubles with the post office, and she said, you know what, you can have my box. I want to send it to you. And she did. She sent me her November 2018 That Wrestling Club box, just out of the kindness of her heart. So I have That Wrestling Club's November box now to add to the channel here, to the whole everything, so I can say I have unboxed every single That Wrestling Club subscription box that ever was. So first and foremost, let me say thank you to you, Amber. That was very, very generous of you to do this. And everyone that's watching, please, as a favor of mine, go check out Amber the Collector's channel. She just reached 200 subscribers. She's past that now. She just did a 200 subscriber giveaway, and I know she's going to be doing more contests and giveaways as her channel continues to grow. So help her grow her channel, get more people subscribing, and we're going to see some more giveaways and more content from her as well. But check out her channel. You can also follow her on Instagram. I've got both links in the description of the video below, so you can do that. But we're going to get into the box now. Let's check it out and see what was in November's box, because I know a little bit of what was in here, but I don't know everything. So we'll see what all was in the box and check it out. So this, again, is November 2018 That Wrestling Club. Just in case anyone's watching and thinking, whoa, That Wrestling Club's back, and this is like April 2019. No, it's not. This is from November, so just keep that in mind. All right, we're going to go in blind. And I feel a t-shirt, so let's grab the shirt first. And, of course, I mean, I really miss That Wrestling Club. It's only been a couple months, but I really miss it already because this was my favorite wrestling. This was my favorite subscription box because I'm a huge wrestling fan. Okay, probably I started getting subscription boxes with like Loot Crate, Nerd Block, and such because those were really the only ones around, and a couple more started coming around, and now there's dozens of different subscription boxes out there, and there's been a few others that have come and gone in that same time that I was really a big fan of, but mostly there were boxes that would sometimes have a wrestling item in there too, and I was like, why don't we have wrestling subscription boxes? And then finally one company did start, another one did, another one, and then That Wrestling Club came around, and they blew all those other ones out of the water because they had the best items, they had the best autographs, they had awesome custom pins, best t-shirts. I mean, they really went above and beyond, and that's why so many folks were so disappointed and sad whenever they learned that this company was not going to be continuing their subscription box service. But let's check out the first item here. It is a t-shirt, and it is a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat shirt. Awesome artwork. So we see Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. There we see the name, and we got artwork there. and he's dressed as the dragon like he was in like what 1990, 91. That's when he came back with the full on dragon outfit. And I went to a live show that my very first WWE live show, WWF live show back in 1991. It was headlined by Ultimate Warrior versus The Undertaker. And one of the matches in the evening, I don't remember his opponent, but it was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was there, and he came out with the stick on fire. He climbed up to the top rope and did the where he blow the flames. That was really cool. So I got to see that live. That was really cool. And I saw Steamboat years later at WrestleMania 25 against Chris Jericho when he teamed with Roddy Piper and Jimmy Snuka. And then Mickey Rourke was in the audience, and he came in and knocked out Jericho. Okay, here is the pin. Oh, God. Oh, man, I would have been so sad to miss out on this pin. Survivor Series logo, classic WWE Survivor Series logo. And I love their pins, always did. Always loved their pins. So thank you so much, Amber. This is awesome. Got the pin there. I can add that to my pin collection. I've got a whole cabinet full of them. And then we've got a Funko Pop, but this was a first and only time they did this one. They did a 2-pack. Look at that. The Hardy Boys Funko Pop 2-pack. Yes. Now, I've met both Hardy Boys at WrestleMania 25 at the Fan Fest show. My wife and I went there. Well, at the time, we were just dating. She and I went there. She actually geeked out whenever she saw Jeff Hardy in person. It was so funny. She had never met a celebrity-type person yet, like, at all. I've worked in jobs where I've had the pleasure and privilege of random people would come in at times that were either actors or athletes and such. And then I've met wrestlers at conventions, and I've met other people and so forth like that. But she had never met a famous person yet of any type up to that point. We've gone on and met people by this point. But in 2009, she went with me to FanFest, and of course this is my thing. This is what I'm into, wrestling. She never really watched it when she was growing up or before she met me. She got into it through me, as in, she likes it because I like it, and it's something for us to do together on top of all the other things we do together anyway. We get there, we go to FanFest, we stand in line for a little bit, and then she's kind of like, okay, we're going to meet, Hardys and whatnot, okay. We go to get his autograph and get a picture. As soon as we're walking away, she's like, oh my gosh, I felt like jitters. I'm like, I was like, yeah, you got that thrill, right? She's like, I can't believe I met someone famous. Like, I know, right? It's awesome. So, yeah, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy were both really awesome to meet in person. Great guys. So awesome. Love it. I don't have the pop. So yes, I really need this as well for the collection. All right, next up, let's see. We got we have the autographs. I believe that's going to be the final. Yeah. So we got a couple of autograph photos in here. We got 2 autograph photos. We have legend Hillbilly Jim. He just went into the Hall of Fame, didn't he? Yeah, just like last year or so. Nice. Okay, got Hall of Famer there. Awesome. And I won't set up those. Let's sit there. Okay. And then last but not least, this is the one item I knew that was in this box, and I was really disappointed that again that they had given away my box and I didn't get this. We have the Nature Boy Ric Flair wearing the NWA title. Awesome picture, signed by Ric Flair himself. Excellent. I've got a Ric Flair signed photo of him versus Hulk Hogan. I think it's Bash at the Beach 94. It could be from another show, but I've got one of those I got in another subscription box. One of the first wrestling subscription boxes I ever got, which was like, I don't know, it was a Loot or WrestleCrate, can't remember which one. But yeah, this one, I saw that this was the photo that a lot of people were getting. NWA title. I thought, I want that. It's got the belt, Flair. I got to have that. But yeah, again, disappointed that the post office messed things up. But 2 autographs from 2 Hall of Famers, 2 legends. Beautiful. So let's check out everything one more time. All right, so we got the list of November. Here we have it. And I just want to say before we go over the list real quick, thank you again to Amber, the collector. Amber, for being so generous and giving me this box. November was a very rough month for me, as many of you know. I had a very high moment and one of the lowest moments ever. At the very beginning of the month, on the 1st of November, my wife and I found out from the doctors that we were going to be expecting our first child. And my wife is pregnant to this day still. Everything's going great. We just had a recent doctor visit. Everything's great. Everything's looking awesome. And it's only a couple months away. He's due in June, so it's getting closer and closer. And that was just greatest day ever. 10 days later, my father passed away. And that was like, wow, I'm at the highest moment and now I'm at the lowest moment. And it was just a really rough period there for the few months, and it's still rough to this day. Everything still hits me at once, and it's going to take time to get over, of course. But yeah, it was like just one more kick in the gut again, where it was like, okay, well, for a little bit there, I didn't do any videos. I didn't do much social media stuff, and I always enjoy interacting with everybody on social media about everything we talk about on here and on the channel and so forth. But it was just really rough right there, of course, for obvious reasons. And then I'm waiting for my box to come in to be like, okay, this will perk me up a little bit. Then they lose my box. It's like, really, just what else is going to happen before the end of this month? And so yeah, this is really sweet and generous of you that you gave me this box, and it means a lot to me. And again, it's just it's amazing how generous people are, and people never cease to amaze me. So thank you again for this, Amber. I really, really appreciate it. Let's get to the list of November so we can check out everything on here. So here is the November 2018. Remember, of course, with That Wrestling Club, they had the heavyweight box, cruiserweight box, and then the small package lapel pin box. You could get all three, or you could just get the heavyweight box where you get everything. Lapel if you just want the pin, or the cruiserweight box would have everything except for like maybe exclusive shirts or exclusive signed pops. Like remember we got like a Braun Strowman pop in one, or Alexa Bliss in one, etc. So yeah, that was one of the great things about That Wrestling Club. We got the most amazing autographs, and we got Funko Pops signed by them. That was amazing. We'll get to more of that in a second. So we have the heavyweight box, which is what you see here, which is everything. So heavyweight box, we got the exclusive Ricky Steamboat shirt, awesome. We got the cruiserweight box, which would have the Ric Flair autograph and the Hillbilly Jim autograph, but we got those as well because the heavyweight box gets everything. And then we have the WWE Hardy Boys Funko Pack, which you had 2 pops in one. Awesome. I hope they will be at a fan show. We got Royal Rumble coming here next year at Minute Maid Park. And Rumble, they've been doing more FanFest stuff. I'm hoping the Hardy Boys will still be with WWE and maybe do an appearance. I'd love to get that signed. That'd be awesome if I could go meet them. And then we had the last item of the box was the small package lapel pin, which was the Survivor Series lapel pin, which I love the logo. I wish That Wrestling Club would still be around to do boxes and such. Go check out their links, though. They are now called Dark Parlor Originals, and you can check out where they are now offering to sell signed Funko Pops. Okay, that's what the owner of That Wrestling Club, he doesn't do the subscription box anymore, so no more subscriptions. But what you can do is go on their websites for their social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, whatnot. I'll have the links below in the description of this video. And what you can do now is you can get Funko Pops that are signed by certain wrestlers. The very first one they did was Shawn Michaels, which I did get that one because it's Shawn Michaels. So I have that one coming in the mail. The second one they announced they were doing was Ric Flair, which those are being mailed out. I wasn't able to afford one of those, so I had to miss out on that one. I was only able to really afford the Shawn Michaels one. I bought that one, and then I was like, well, that's going to be the only one I can probably afford, unless they got some extras that fall off the truck. But yeah, they had a Ric Flair one that's coming out, and I think they're mailing those out now. And then the third one was Sergeant Slaughter, so that one's coming out as well, or that's being sold right now if you go onto their site, and you get a signed Sergeant Slaughter Funko Pop. And I think the newest one they've been teasing us with is that they're going to get Charlotte Funko Pops signed as well. So if these are like current stars, mainstream stars, legends that you're going to get signed on these pops. So hopefully they keep doing it. And what I would like to see, though, is continue with that signed Funko Pop stuff, but start back up with your pins, because your pins were amazing, and I was a huge fan of those. So I hope they will maybe consider doing original pins as well as the signed Funko Pops. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you again, Amber, and thank you, That Wrestling Club, for all you did for us while you were around. The boxes were amazing. We will miss this service. We all miss it. We wish you would come back. There is a new company that owns it, which is called Pro Wrestling Crate. I've had my ups and downs with their boxes. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're okay, etc. And I will just kind of wait and see how their boxes do. They've purchased another company as well, they purchased WrestleCrate just recently. So I mean, Pro Wrestling Crate just kind of becoming WWE, where they're just buying out all the competition. It's like they took, WWE bought out ECW, WCW, AWA, et cetera, et cetera. They put everybody out of business and took everyone else's, people, whatnot. So, yeah, Pro Wrestling Crate is becoming the main wrestling themed subscription box. Unfortunately, to me, they're not the best. I haven't seen anything to really blow me away and make me think, okay, they are, they're the best because of the items they put out. No, they're just the one that's sticking around still. But yeah, so that Wrestling Club, you will be missed, but hopefully one day we get another awesome subscription box service out there. Well, guys and gals, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. Please, as always, click subscribe if you haven't done so yet. You can follow me on all types of social media. My links are below in the description of the video. Make sure you also go to Amber the Collector's YouTube channel, subscribe to her channel, check her out on Instagram as well. I've got the links below. Everyone, thanks as always for watching. I'll see y'all next time. This is your friend and host, the PCJ, the Pop Culture Junkie. I'm signing out.